Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. It's Mary Jane. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 5, Episode 15. I hope Brooke knows how to fight because she's acting up. It seemed like Shun Love, she snatched off her daughter wig and tried to beat Brooke with it. I'm like, what is really going on? And what's going on with Mama Pam and her wigs? A1, you ain't right for having your mom on TV with these wigs. Now she's trying to get married to a guy in Nigeria. What's really good with this? What is happening to this show? What are you guys doing to us? I'm like, whoa, like they're really going in. But congratulations to Apple Watch. She got a new apartment. She didn't have to spend that much time in jail. So thank goodness for small favors that, you know, she got this woman on her side. Hopefully she get the DNA test and find out if that man's her father or some stranger trying to fill up on her. That's for real. So let's get started. We got Patrice. She's in the gym working out because she wants to be an A-lister. She want to look good, feel good, and she want to be in shape. And guess who she's working out with? None other than Booby. Booby's cute though, but Booby's a player. So she's working out with Booby, and she's telling Booby, you know what? You know, I used to work for, his ex. I used to work for her, Keisha Cole, but he's my good friend and he's not going to charge me. Well, I don't know if you can pay him. But K. Michelle saying you stole $300 from her. So he's there. Basically, he's out there working out with, Paris. And Paris is bringing up his old boo, his old kissing boo, his old buddy that he was kissing up, talking about that's his family, that's like his sister, that's like, that like you be kissing your sisters and your cousins like that. Come on. You are attracted to her, feeling all up on her. These guys were making out. So miss me with that family shit. Unless you're talking about some incest shit. So Booby, stop trying to play these games. But Booby already has another girlfriend and he's all over social media with her ass. So anyways, he gets the lowdown from Paris. Paris let him know that, did you know Brooke was getting married to Marcus and they together? And he is like, oh no, I don't want to hear that shit. He is not hearing it. He thinks that Marcus is not good enough. He thinks Marcus is no good. He thinks Marcus is a cheater. He's a player. He played Brooke and he watched her go through all that bullshit last year, and now she's gonna get engaged to him and not tell me. And Brooke is feeling like, you know what, he's with his new girl, he can't call me. So they got something. They got more than friendship going on than just best friends. They like each other. So we're going to bring back that romance. So I guess we got Booby back on the show. Keisha Cole is gone. K. Michelle's here. Anytime that she wants to pop in and out of goddamn episodes, she's here. Her, Princess, and Ray J pop in and out of episodes when they want to. But Ray J and Princess was in the beginning of the season. They was like in a lot of episodes acting a fool. And we have Rockstar. Why do Rockstar act like such a fool with the money, the cash? Why he be overdoing it? Tell me, is Rockstar really like that? Could somebody please tell me, does he really act like that? Or is he just really turned on for the cameras? Because he be doing the utmost ridiculous shit of man that's a father, a celebrity. He thinks he's an A-lister, a producer. Like, what the hell do he be doing? He is just too much. I swear he reminds me of somebody from the 90s. And so now Booby wants to know what's going on, and he wants, Paris to help him out. So Paris is going to give him the lowdown where Brooke is going to be at. She got a show coming up. She's going to be singing. She's going to be doing a performance. All the hired actors is there at the performance. Ain't none of her friends there, but except for Brooke and Paris, because Paris is only there because she's bringing old Booby around. Paris was all in, TT's business, trying to find out what she's doing. So, Paris is in everybody's goddamn business because she ain't got no business going on. And she's bragging about throwing that cup of water in K. Michelle's face. And she's tired of her calling her a thief or whatever, blase in the third. Well, at least it's only one person calling you a thief, Paris. One is too many. But, some people like K. Michelle, some people don't, so they might believe you, they might believe her. It is what it is. She has some receipts. I don't know if he stole $300. I don't know if Paris feel like it's only $300 when you got $1 million in the bank, so why you stressing? It's my money, don't take it ever. Unless you ask, baby. Unless it's life or death situation, and then I can understand. But just don't take from it. So, but she's sworn up and down that she didn't take no money. So we have that situation. It's like Booby and, you know, Brooke are like kissing cousins. So Booby's going to do his due diligence and try to talk to Brooke and find out if this is the right decision that she's making. And also he wants to talk to Marcus, and you know that's not going to go well because Marcus don't like to hear shit from any other man telling him anything about Brooke, and especially a man that he feels like that, you know, came in between him and, you know, Brooke, and they actually kissed and all that other situation. Because he knows it's more than that. We all know when our partner is attracted to somebody that's in front of our face. Like, we know, like, you know, we know it's something there. It's something there between Booby and Brooke, unless they are fucking good actors when it becomes between them two. So we have that situation, and then we get to see La Brittany looking good. She's shooting a video with Kash Doll. We get to see Kash Doll. She's chilling. They're both from Detroit. Kash Doll was in a bad, you know, record plan, record contract or whatever. But now she's out of it, and they're both happy to be in LA and making it, because it's very hard to come out of Detroit. Yes, it is. It's not easy. It's difficult. There's a lot of poverty there. A lot poverty everywhere. But it's a tough situation for them to be where they are now. They're trying to elevate and go even farther. You know, La Brittany's trying her best to do her thing. She miss her kids. She got 2 sons. You know, I be like, damn, man, I know she miss her kids like out there, but they were her sister. Hopefully everything's all right. The kids are safe, because it's like, damn, I couldn't risk the chance of somebody doing something to my kids without me looking. But she's trying to set up their future, so therefore, you know, they don't have to struggle, and that's what she's trying to do. Her career is going to take care of them right now and probably help them get through college, get through school, and, you know, basically put a roof on their head, you know, because I don't know how many jobs are out there in Detroit, because they say, you know, the poverty is really lit out there. So we have that situation, and they're both supporting each other. La Brittany is saying, thank you, Kash Doll, for supporting me. Thank you for thinking of me. Thank you for having my back. Kash Doll was like, that's what we're supposed to do. You know, we girls, we're from Detroit, supposed to help each other out. So they're giving each other support, and they're showing each other love. Hopefully we won't see, like, a year from now or 2 years from now, they be on Instagram or Twitter, you know, or whatever new social site that they create. You know, some of y'all out there, you smart people out there, gonna create something else new out here. And hopefully you're my peeps and my people, so you can put me on too, baby. So anyway, hopefully we don't see them dissing each other a year from now or 2 years from now, but they're doing good. You know, they're happy and they're supporting each other, and it's good to see 2 young females support each other and help each other out in this business and give each other shine and, you know, share what they have, because it is important, because, you know, a lot of people don't want to share when they get somewhere, and you know what? It is what it is. So we get to Apple Bottom. Oh, and La Brittany, she got a son. Did she say her son was 14 and 11? Her 14-year-old is big with his dreadlocks. He's cute too. Her little one's cute too. And so we get to Apple Watch. She didn't get to spend 30 days in jail. She ended up spending a few days in jail, not 30 days, because Shun Love, you know, Shine Love, or whatever her name is, you know, the pimp mama, she was able to finagle her to, you know, do a couple of days, and she put her up in the hills, a nice apartment, you know, she got a view, a balcony. She ain't in Watts no more, and her kids is coming. Her father's coming to help her too as well, get settled in. Well, I don't know if he's her father, because I got to do the DNA test. That's gonna be some bullshit. If this man ain't this girl's father, I'ma flip the hell out. If he ain't, I'ma talk so much shit, it's not even gonna be funny. He better be her father. You know what I'm saying? He better be her father. So, like, she's happy with this situation. She's living up in the hills, and her kids are going to be coming there pretty soon to help her too as well. So it's all good. We get to, you know, A1. He's throwing a Mac-down party for his new song. The beat did sound like fire. So it is what it is with that situation. And, you know, Lyrica, she's there too. The mamas are there too as well. And we get to see, what's his name, Marcus, with his glasses on, looking all smart and shit, talking to Mama Pam. Mama Pam and say, I got a man. He's Nigerian. He was like, where did you meet him aboard? She was like, no, I haven't even met him yet. I met him on FaceTime. I'm about to go to Nigeria. I don't want to. That's a touchy situation. She's about to get scammed. She was like, and he was like, you can't go by yourself. And she was like, she goes, I'm a beast. You know, I knock him down. I can go anywhere. I was like, oh, they got you in that outfit. They got you in that wig. A1, I know I know you guys know what you're doing over there with your mom with the wig, but you know what? He got his mom on the payroll for number one. He didn't leave his mom behind. His mom is in Hollywood with his ass, and thank God she had him, because he's going to end up, you know, taking care of her and helping her, because obviously, you know, somebody needs to protect his mother out here talking about she's going to Nigeria to meet some strange guy that she met on FaceTime. Don't even know if it's the same guy. He was probably on a daylight ass computer talking about she got a man now. She got a boyfriend. And Marcus is like, for real? You can't go out there by yourself. He's like, yo, you better chill out. Oh, you know what? That would be fat. That would be funny if they have Pam and Mama Lyrica G go to Nigeria and meet this guy on FaceTime, have the guy from FaceTime come on the show. You know, you can ask him, you know, you guys are making up all the other shit anyway. You might as well throw that in and make it up too. Let's see Pam with a date, Pam with a man. Pam with a man, would she be worried about what's going on with A1 and Lyrica? But the thing about it is, like, that's her son. If his son is getting cheated on and played, you know, she's going to say something, especially if the baby's not his. You're going to say something if you don't think the baby's his. But we all know by now that Lyrica and A1 both admitted to cheating on each other. But the question is whether the baby is actually, you know, A1's. You know, that's the situation. A1 is going to, by law, he's going to be considered the father because they're married. They can do the DNA test. They can do all that other good stuff. And so then guess who shows up to the party? None other than Amber Diamond. She shows up to the party and she's talking to Lyrica, and she's talking to, you know, Apple Watts, and Apple Watts is talking to Lyrica, and Lyrica's like, I'm glad you showed up, you my friend. And you know, Apple Watts is actually really making friends with Lyrica. They started off on a rocky road, but they were mature enough to actually be cool, and Apple is mad humble. So I really would like to see Apple and La Brittany really make it, because they seem mad hungry, and they seem like, you know, they've been through a lot. You know, and shit ain't been easy for us. Shit ain't been easy for none of us. But they're on the verge, they're on the cusp of getting to where they need to go, and they're starting off with this show, and hopefully they go even farther, because I think they actually have good hearts. They might do some effed up stuff, but they actually got good hearts. And when La Brittany went over there to London, whatever, Paris, you know, she was having it with Monique, and you know, she squashed that beef. Like, she's not there to beef, and I don't think she squashed the beef with Lyrica. I think they might have squashed the beef, but anyways, moving on from that situation, Lyrica is like, you know, she's really upset with Brooke. She don't like Brooke. Brooke is two-faced. Brooke ain't invited. Brooke is shady. Brooke is this. Brooke is that. Brooke is talking shit. And yes, she is. Brooke is talking all types of... Brooke was throwing you under the bus like it ain't nobody's business. You guys ain't never been friends the way Brooke was throwing you under the bus. And then we move on to, you know, Amber. Amber was like, I know who... Oh, Brooke with Marcus? I know who Marcus is. I know him from a long, long time. You know, when girls insinuate that, they act like they did something or they're friendly. He trying to holler, make a mother sucker get mad and want to be like, yo, why you trying to act like you had something with my man if you didn't? So we have that situation. And then so Amber Love, what does she do? She sees Marcus. Marcus is in the venue because Brooke is not invited, because she's been throwing shade at A1 and Lyrica. And so what do Amber Love goes over? She goes over there and she talks to Marcus. And then that's when Mama Pam was like, who is this? How you know her? Where's she from? Like, what's good? Like, Mama Pam is doing some of Brooke's work over here. And he was like, oh, I know her for a long time. She's a good friend. You know, all good memories. Good memories like what? I thought it was only on IG or Instagram, you liking her photos. What are good memories? What are good times? What are no regrets? Are you guys like, you know, having phone sex, video sex? What's going on for you to be saying all that? Or did you guys hook up and already do it? Because Marcus, you be swinging that dingling everywhere. You be up and down the street with it. You don't already had another girl on the show chasing after you. And that girl was actually a nice girl. She did an interview recently. I can't think of her name, but she's actually a nice chick. And she's an older chick too as well. I was surprised. I think she's like 36. So moving on from that situation, Marcus and, you know, Amber Diamond have a conversation. She was like, how come you ain't never with your girl? You guys ain't never together. I seen her at Rockstar Party and she was hosting. And, you know, Marcus was like, Rockstar Party? She was hosting. And he was like, oh, for real? And he gets upset because now he's hearing from a side piece of somebody he's trying to get with, somebody he already got with, that his fiance is out here chilling with Rockstar. He does not want Brooke to be chilling with Rockstar, because Rockstar is going to, you know, how Rockstar did with Lyrica, you don't want to be in that situation where he throws you under the bus, because these guys are gossiping about the women, just like, what's his name? Solo Lucci's supposed to be gossiping and about, what's her name? Nikki Baby. We haven't even seen Nikki Baby in a minute. And so so he knows that he's messy and he doesn't want, his girlfriend, his fiance around him, because they really ain't gonna make no music, and this guy's shady. He's gonna probably make something up, and he's only doing that to come between, Marcus and Brooke. The same thing he did with Lyrica and A1, how he became so close to Lyrica, supporting Lyrica, wanted to do music with Lyrica, all of the other good stuff. And look how he shaded Moniece, and when she fainted in the studio, made fun of her, didn't even go check on her in the ambulance, and then he ended up giving the song to Brooke. So he has kind of like a shady character that Marcus is picking up, and Marcus knows that he might throw it back in his face. So he wants to he's trying to protect Brooke from that bullshit, because he don't want to throw hands with the man. And so we have that situation. So Marcus is upset. Marcus is pissed that he found out this information, and he ain't happy about it. And then we have Marcus, he goes home, and I don't know if they living together or what. Brooke did look nice in her red outfit. She's writing music. She's writing a song called Fuckboy or whatever. And basically Marcus is like, well, you know what, I would like to go to nice events with you. Like, you're not even invited to Lyrica and A1's event because your messiness. And she was like, what's going on? Let's talk. And he was like, yeah, I found out through Amber that that you went to, Rockstar's party, and you was actually hosting after I told you not to do it. So, Marcus is questioning the foundation, because Brooke is messy. Brooke has been in a lot of trouble, and she ain't really paying him no mind. And then he adds the nerve to throw up Booby when this man met this girl, didn't tell her that he was married, sleeping with the paralegal, had another chick on the side. Then he started this season off with another chick. So, you don't get no whoa me babies. But if you're going to chase after Marcus, fight him down, look after him, run around this Booby for him and chase him down and set him up and do all this other stuff, why push him away? It makes no sense to fight for him and then push him away. It makes no sense at all. So Brooke is like, don't even come at me like that, because what about this girl Amber? I see you liking her naked pictures and blase in the third. That is a thing. Like, what, liking the pictures online? How do you guys feel about your partner liking pictures online or commenting under girls' pictures that are half naked? I didn't like it with my ex-boyfriend. I didn't like it. I was like, you out here representing me. I can't be having my family and my friends seeing you on Facebook liking this one, that one, and this person is this and that. It's a mess. But I got over it really quick. It really wasn't a big deal. I was just like, this dude is thirsty. That's what I used to just say. But he was like a really social media type of person. So anyways, yeah. Today, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't care. Because I'm older now. More mature. I'm more wiser. I wouldn't care today. But you have to do your investigation and your research, because you never know what's going on. And I don't want to have to investigate and research somebody that I'm dating. I don't want to have to do all that. But sometimes you do have to do that if it calls for you to do that, just so you can have a peace of mind. But the trust just has to be there when you know the person and you guys vibe. But you can't get caught up. You can't get caught out here sleeping. So anyway, so Brooke is like, well, you've been liking her pictures and all this other stuff, and she's telling you that I was over here and I was over there. So now Brooke is going to do her little investigation. So now she meets up with Bridget, and basically she used this app where she can pretend like she's Marcus and call Amber Diamond, and basically meet up with her, tell her to come to this party, what that mouth do, how is this, that, and her mother was like, oh, ask him how that tongue do, how that ass lick, and how that neck do. I said, showing love. I thought you said you don't want your daughter to be a side chick, and you already know that he is engaged to Brooke, and you already know that, but you said, well, he's an industry dude anyway, it can't hurt liking some pictures. You ain't liking some pictures. You guys are sending texts, so you telling your daughter one thing, you telling your daughter not to be a side piece, but then you're helping her be a side piece. Then you're gonna show up with her to come and meet a dude that she gonna be the side piece too. Do Marcus have that type of connection, or are you guys just on the show to make sure you stay and you stand in on the show, and you're just gonna do a scene with Marcus? I mean, you're just gonna do a scene with Brooke, because Brooke really didn't have nothing going on with her crazy ass. Like, you doing all this to Marcus, you doing all this to trap him, to make sure that he ain't out here doing nothing fugazi, but you're still out here messing with Rockstar. So both of you guys are fugazi and immature and don't respect one another's feelings at all. And Marcus is out here just doing him. Marcus just looks like he always has 1 or 2 or 3 chicks lined up waiting for him at the door as soon you mess up, Brooke. So we have that situation go on, and so she's gonna set it up, her, and Brooke, Bridget, she's down. Bridget's drinking. Bridget looks nice. Bridget's been dressing, her hair, her makeup, her clothing, this whole season's been on point. She hasn't missed at all. She's been hitting it all season. So we have that situation going on. I'm just like And so now we get, Mama Pam, and then we get Lyrica G. They meet up in the store. Basically, it's supposed to do some shopping. You got Pam come out here with this blonde ass wig on, like that was crazy. That was just, and then we got Lyrica G with her blonde ass wig all stringy too as well. Her wig was a mess. But when she was at the reveal party with A1, her wig was really nice. So anyways, I was like, where are they picking these wigs up? Where are they finding these wigs that they are putting on Pam's head? I just don't understand it. Why they keep doing this to Pam? So Pam and, Lyrica G, they meet up and they're supposed to be doing some shopping for the wedding, help plan the wedding. I mean, the new wedding, for the kids to renew their vows. And then guess who shows up? Patrice shows up. And then Mama Lyrica, she's upset. She's mad with the bullshit. She was like, no, I didn't ask her to come. I don't want the Bentleys to come. Mama G, you can't tell who can come, who cannot come, because you have to swing that by, A1 and actually by Lyrica. You just can't make the choice and say A1's family can't come. You just think your side of your family is more superior than Pam's side, and you feel like they're inferior to you. I know, Patrice is saying what she's saying, but you know what? Listen to what Patrice saying. Say, okay, let's talk about it. Let's clear this up. That we'll have a DNA test or whatever, but for right now, we don't need to fight among each other, because A1 and Lyrica is fighting against the rest of the cast. Well, not rest of the cast, but some of the members of the cast. So let's just straighten this out, because, we don't want us to look bad. We got Patricia talking about Patrice talking about she got these texts or whatever. And so Mama Lyrica's like, I don't want to hear it. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't want you there. Like, when you come up talking about that she's cheating and all that other bullshit, bitch, I don't want you there either, Patrice. I don't mean to call you that, but you just can't come off like, oh, she's cheating when they're renewing their vows. Like, they both don't know. And you got the text from who? A1. But I know you guys are looking out for your son or whatever. But sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. If he's still proceeding to go on with his wife and he's going to renew his vows, that means all that stuff does not matter at all. It's not a big deal at all to them. So we have that situation, and then Mama G was like, I'm leaving, I'm getting out of here. And I thought she was walking towards Pam to hit Pam. I was like, oh God. I was like, Mama G's gonna get Mama Lyrica's gonna get jumped. And then that's when, Patrice called her a whore and said, your daughter's a whore, she don't even know who her baby father is. So now when you speaking like that, no, you're not invited. See, Patrice should have been more elegant about the situation, how she was going to approach it and her concerns. But Mama Lyrica wasn't going to pay no attention. And so Mama G was like, your mama's a whore. She was like, no, your daughter's a whore. No, you a whore. And she walks up out of there. I was like, okay. Then we have Mama G at the A1's party. She had no bra on, her titties hanging down to the floor. Like, what is going on? Why are you guys having your mother come out here look like that? They are beautiful women. They are not ugly women, but it's like they are purposely dressing them very awkwardly to look awkward. I don't know why. So we have that situation. I think Lyrica and A1 are having a boy, and they're gonna renew their vows and do it all over again. Their relationship is kind of rocky because they got married on TV and being celebrities and just being wanted. And it seems like, Patrice is like, Lyrica was out here talking to an ex, another ex, and 5 months ago, before they were saying that 5 months ago guy was supposed to be Safari. So I guess this is another ex that she knows back from Chicago or somewhere she knows, and they met up, and that was 5 months ago, and now she's 5 months pregnant. Yes, that's a coincidence. Only thing you can do is she's still going to be your daughter-in-law and your sister-in-law is wait for her to have the baby and get the DNA test if they want to choose to get the DNA test, because they both admitted to cheating on each other. So we have that situation. It's just a mess. But you know, A1 got his whole family on the show. He got his mother, his brother, and his brother's wife. He's trying to put paper, make them eat, garnish attention, and maybe do something. You know, because look at what Mama D did. You know, she's on all types of shows. Then we got La Brittany. She meets up with her two sons. Her two sons are cute, and basically they miss her and they want to be with her. And her youngest son was just like, you know, you miss a lot when you're not here, when you're not around. And they seem like they was really hurt. Like they think that their mother's kind of like living a better life without them. You know, they seem like they really just wanted to be with their mom, and I know it's difficult for them. And these are the most pivotal times in your children's life where you need to be in their life and guide them, where they become the most profound adults that you want them to be when they get older. So, but I guess at this time and point, she has to make it happen so she can move them out of Detroit and probably move them into a better situation and better school. The little young one was like, I'm ready to come. I don't care. But they look sad though. And I felt bad. It made me feel sad that, you know, we have to do what we have to do to take care of our family and survive. And this is the choices that she decided to make. And this is the avenue that she tried to make to get money, to have a future for her and her kids. It's not the greatest avenue, but you know, it got her here so far. I'm talking about her. We all talking about her. She's on VH1 and she's doing music with other different people and traveling. So this is sometimes it's her moment. But I just feel bad for the kids. I hope nobody don't mess with them or, you know, mistreat them or anything like that. So moving on from that, so we have that situation, and so we have, you know, so moving on from that situation, now we have, you know, it's time for Brooke to do her singing shit. So she's singing, she's out in Shun Love, and you know, Amber Diamond is coming to the party, coming to, you know, the show or whatever. And it's like mama and daughter, you know, they made mama kind of look trashy, like, you know, but she's helping Apple Love out. But we have to get to Apple Love talks to her father. And basically he says that he was talking to, you know, Shun Love, and, you know, he was trying to find out what kind of contract that she in, to make sure that she's not getting burnt, to make sure she's not signing her life over, even though she doesn't have any support out here. He wants to make sure that, you know, or whatever. And, you know, Apple Watts is like, well, just let me handle my business. He's like, no, I'm just trying to help you. And basically he's saying Shun Love is kind of like real negative. And why do you think she's helping you? Why do you think she's doing all this? And Apple Watts response is because she believes in me. I hope that's true, because you know what? You could be being used. You don't know what you're going to be signing. You don't know what you're going to have to do, what the alternative motives could be, ulterior motives could possibly be. Because when somebody's giving you stuff, you gotta be aware that, you know, they expect something in return. They want a return on their money. They need a return on that apartment. They need a return on the lawyers. So you're gonna have to be willing to do what they need you to do. You're gonna have to be able to jump through them hoops too, especially if they're giving you everything up front. So that means when you started getting a return, your first return goes to them, and then you get whatever crumbs. But at this time and point, Apple Watts need to get somewhere safe in a better place, and her father can't assist her with doing that. Plus, we don't know if he's her father yet. So they have that conversation. And so then we also have Shun Love. She also has a photo shoot for Apple Watts. And Apple Watts look absolutely drop dead gorgeous. She looks like an innocent, that she hasn't been through hell. She looks beautiful. She's covered up. She looks classy. Even though she got the tattoo, she still looks sexy. And she looked beautiful. And you can see the confidence that she felt like a different woman too as well at the photo shoot. And so then that's when, you know, Shun Love decides to drop the bomb and say, your father said he don't even know if you his child. And she was like, you know what, I'll get a DNA test. And she was like, damn. And she also tells him that he was like asking me, like, if he puts in some money in, does he get a percentage of being like, you know, the management part, basically making, you know, Apple Watts believe that her father's an opportunist. And Apple Watts is just saying he's always been like that. You know, he oversteps his boundaries and he kind of cares or whatever, blah, and the third. Shun Love is like, don't make excuses. He kind of seems like an opportunist, but first let's just find out if he's the father before we get into it, because he's doing the best thing that he knows how. Like you know, Apple Watts said that you got to give me some, you got to be patient. It's been 26, 25 years. So we have that situation. And so now we get to, you know, Brooke. She's singing. I like her. I like the little pink dress he had. I like all that puffy hair she had. I don't know why whoever does Brooke hair does not do Mama Lyrica hair and Mama Pam's hair. I have no idea why. So they don't do that. You know, share your hairdressers. Brooke, since she's sharing everybody's gossip. So she's doing her thing. She's singing. The singing is okay. As Rockstar is there acting up with money in his ear, money on his. What is he trying to show everybody? He got money, that he got ones, he got stacks or whatever. It's way too much. Like people, it's a movie set, it's a TV show, because you will get robbed out here doing that. There's a lot of people out here starving and hungry, and you better. I hope you run with security the way that you bouncing and showing money out there like that, unless you got protection. Unless you're a real G, like you said, it used to be a real gangster boy or whatever back in the day. So yeah, he's just over there flaunting money in front of strangers. Boy, you know how many people out here starving? So we have that situation, and then guess who shows up? Apple. But before we get to that, we get to, what's his name? Booby. Booby shows up. He's surprised because he surprises Brooke, and Paris actually brings, Booby there. Booby's basically telling Brooke that you doing all this. You didn't tell me that you was getting married. I'm supposed to be your day one. I'm supposed to be your best friend. I'm supposed to be your family. How come you didn't tell me? How come you didn't say anything about it? And look at all the shit that Marcus did to you last season, how he mistreated you, and now you're gonna get married. You gotta be ashamed. You know how it is. Look how you acting. Look at all the shit you went through. And then he's preaching about how no good Marcus is, and guess what? Her plan with Amber Diamond and Sean Love shows up, and they was like, oh, she was like, what are you doing here, Amber Zirconium? Cubit Zirconian. and it was like, what? Rockstar is laughing. Because Rockstar's for any mess that there may be. I thought you're supposed to be over there protecting Tiara. Go over there and find Akbar. Find out what Akbar's doing. So we have that situation. And then she was like, oh, you came here for Marcus? Well, I'm the one, that text you, whatever. Yeah, because, Amber Love said, daddy. Amber Love knows that he is engaged, but if he don't care, she don't care. That's the type of situation that it is. Like, she's trying her best to get into the lives of these people over here. The mom said, I don't want you to be a side chick, but yet she's condoning the bullshit. So anyways, Brooke is like, oh, what are you guys thirsty? What are you doing here? I'm the one that texts you and all this other stuff. And she's pissed. She's upset. And she has to do this. But Marcus didn't do anything wrong in this situation. He just texts. Oh, he said 31 minutes. Oh God. So he just texts her, and she texts Amber Diamond. Marcus didn't really do anything wrong unless we can find out how they really know each other. So that situation goes left. Bridget tries to stop the situation, stop the mothers, because the mothers are talking mad cash money shit. And so then they was about to get into it, and all of a sudden Sean Love, she grabs the wig off her daughter's head, and she tries to hit Brooke with the wig. Why you gonna embarrass your mom? Why you gonna embarrass your daughter like that? Snatch your wig off. And so we got Amber Love like, bald headed or not, I still get your man. I still want your man. And so we got Bridget talking about, oh, your TT seconds, now you're trying to be my seconds. So we have that situation, which is terrible. And Booby's watching this like, you shouldn't be doing this if you engage with a man. Why are you doing all this other stuff? Why you got to do this investigation? Why you got to play these tricks to a man that you're engaged to? Basically, so Booby is telling Paris to get the jump, get the number, get the information on Booby to find out, on Marcus, to find out what Marcus is up to, so he can pull up and so he can talk to him, because he wants to talk to him to find out what's going on with the situation. So the catfish turned bad. It looked bad for Brooke, but we know it wasn't a real performance. It wasn't a real thing. She was just there, was just stage and actors. So we'll see what happens. And then we have Sean Love talking about that Brooke's vagina smell. It stinks. That's why you can't keep a man. I'm like, you're going way overboard. You're going way underboard. You're just doing way too much. So we'll see. Peace. I'm out. One love. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. I didn't mean to go to 33 minutes. Peace, my peeps, my peoples. I want Amber. I want what's her name? Apple Watts and La Brittany to really make it. They seem like really humble females that been through a lot. And Apple Watts been through hell and back.